How's it, guys? Welcome to Bug Guts. I'm Jordan and Dylan is not with us.
Dylan, you okay there? You sure?
And this is Nick. Today we are at his place. This is his bike. The whole goal of today is to see if we can actually riding like dual control, if we can actually ride this bike that has been converted to a single-handed control.
Also, the Bug Guts channel says, you know, adventure awaits, but like you can't really truly have an adventure unless you can go off-road. So I told Jordan that he needs to ride an off-road bike, or ride a bike that can at least go a little bit more off-road. So this is the one I've got to offer. We're going to see if they can do it. Yeah, so basically my bikes have everything on the left hand side. So throttle, clutch, brake, and then obviously like the lights module. And it's all there. And I've modified them myself. So basically it's got a hydraulic left hand lever for the front brake, and then clutch, and those levers are on top of each other. So depending on what levers I buy, luckily my hand's quite big, so I can like stretch my fingers quite far. But I try and get the levers as close together as possible. Moving the throttle over on a bike with the carburetor has been fairly simple. Yeah, so it's just swapped around.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's always a bit of a challenge, especially with the road legal bike, to have the lighting module and to have the mirror and to have all the clamps and have enough space and not like run out of handlebar space. Yeah, so far both bikes I've managed to do it. And so then on this side, on the right side, I use a prosthetic arm, and that's essentially just to hold on. And then that's it. So I still have a start button and kill switch on that side. It's not like the setup is never ideal, so I'm always thinking of tweaking it.
Okay.
Because like if I stall in the middle of an obstacle, I can't press the start button unless I go back to neutral, so I can start the bike, so I can let go of the clutch. So it's a little bit like
more technique.
Ultimately, my main aim in this bike and my 650 was that I wanted to ride them off-road, and if I'm going to ride them off-road, I have to be able to stand up. If I want to stand up, I can't have the throttle this side. So what happened is with my first one, I just accelerated with my arm, but then every single time I stood up, it deaccelerates. Sit down, accelerate. Stand up, deaccelerate. So it obviously just wasn't going to work. So that's the setup.
And you haven't had like any issues with road legalness or?
So actually I took my 650 for roadworthy recently, and the guys didn't like blink an eye really. Like as long as all the controls are there, as long as your brake light switch works, as long as you still have the lights and brights and stuff, fine. So this is a 1995 Suzuki DR350. It's got 60,000 Ks on it, and the engine's never been opened, never done rings. So there's not too many of them in the country. I actually had this particular one stolen, so I'm very glad to have it back. It's the same bike that they actually did the Dakar on, I think. So it's like a full enduro spec dual sport bike. So this is the street legal version, which I really like because it means I can ride hard to get to the dirt. And 350cc is a great size. It's not like underpowered, and it's not too heavy, and it's not overpowered. So most adventure bikes are just, I feel the engines are too big, you know. 350s are really, really nice in between size, and then obviously the fuel economy is still good. Then I've also got the Suzuki DR650, also street legal. It's the bigger brother to this bike. They literally haven't changed the design in like 20 years. They're both single cylinders, both electric start. For a 90s model bike, there weren't many electric starts, so that's what makes this one quite unique. So growing up, I distinctly remember on long road trips down to Durban or whatever, I'd like look out the window and like look at the dirt next to it and be like, oh, that looks so cool to ride. You know? I always had a desire to ride off-road, not really on-road, and not really like anything ridiculously hard, but just like dirt. And so that's where I guess the passion started. I wish I had a bike when I was younger. My first bike, or my first vehicle, was a bike. So when I was at varsity, I didn't get a car, I got a bike, and that was that BMW 650. And I rode that for 10 years, and then I decided I'm going to be responsible, I'm going to have kids, I'm going to stop riding bikes. That lasted like 5 years, and then I really couldn't take it anymore. I couldn't take traffic, I couldn't take, it's like a really unique feeling, as you know. So then when my son was born, the very next month I bought a bike. Again, I bought this bike. But I was specifically looking for a DR350, and I found the advert on OLX and I contacted the guy, and immediately he was like, oh no, I'm having regrets, like I didn't mean to post the ad, like I don't want to sell it. So I was like, no, tell me where you live, I'm gonna come see it. So that's how I got it. I convinced him to sell it. So I mean, generally, like I guess I've been drawn to the adventurous things. Yeah. I've done a lot of hiking, a lot of rock climbing, and then in recent years, whitewater kayaking. My summer activity is whitewater kayaking. Just because generally riding in the fells, riding dirt, it's very muddy in summer. It's fun once or twice, but it's not fun like every weekend. And then my winter activity is riding bikes. I'm contemplating entering like an enduro event this year. They've got like a classic section, like it's quite nice, like it's a classic bike because it's basically older than 20 years. It means it's a classic, so it'd be cool just to try something a little bit more technical and hard.
We'll see if Dylan can join us. He's not feeling so like at this stage. So yeah, so we'll see what happens, but that's the gist of it.
Hey, what's up? So, front brake. Ugh. Yes, see, that's so weird. Yes, that's weird. That's so cool. That's pretty, like, I mean, it's a weird, but that's pretty cool. Like, it almost feels like, natural as well.
Yeah, it's not like, it's the same motion in your mind.
Yeah.
It's just a different hand. I think the more complicated part is probably trying to brake. I don't know if you tried.
I'll forget about this one. I don't want to be clever.
Exactly. So,
that's pretty awesome.
Oh, I mean, you can install it, so.
I was very worried. I was like, I'm not going to be a hero.
Gears, you get to second.
I did go to second, yeah.
Yeah, we'll give it a go up there.
That is flipping cool. We need adventure bikes.
Yeah.
This is so sick.
Exactly, that was the whole point of this. So when you do sell your other bikes, don't get an empty as
I see we've been I've been converted. You need to be converted.
Yeah. That's what I was telling you about with the whole standing acceleration.
Yeah, see that doesn't look comfortable. So we're going.
You ready?
I think so. Same starting procedure. It's just that this is your clutch now. That's your front brake. Back brake is still the same. Bike still sounds good. My hand, it's cramping so much.
Yeah. Good buddy, yeah.
I bet, yeah. It's lekker though. Scary.
It's a little bit more like...
Yeah, your tires don't go where you want them to. Everything's like that.
That's what you're going to get used to, I guess.
No, it's like I see you at the back. Everything's just a different color.
Yeah.
That's lekker. There you have it, boys. Not too shabby.
Nice, man.
This is so much fun.
That's my idea.
This
This is the blue pig.
the blue pig.
Yeah.
I like the name.
And just go gently on the throttle. Because like that, you open it up like it goes, but this you open it up and it pulls like a lot. And the more you're being pulled, the more you accelerate.
Is the clutch pull light on this?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that one's quite stiff. Same idea, just more power.
Very easy. Damn.
So I've just finished riding an array of bikes, which has been super generous. So thanks again, Nick, just for the opportunity. So this is the 650 that we spoke about earlier. So this bike I didn't take as hard as the other one because obviously it's a little bit more power, a lot more torque here. And the big thing with these bikes, especially for someone that's used to clutch on the one side, front brake on the other, is that my left hand gets super tired super quickly. But in terms of actual riding, these bikes are so fun to ride. I think I've been converted.
Good. That
And
was the point.
yeah, I want an enduro bike so badly now. Yeah, it's amazing. It's really, really awesome just to feel the bouncing through the bumps. I mean, the power, the sound, like it's such an experience. Thank you so much.
No worries. It's good to kind of see somebody experience the bikes. Like people seldom ride my bikes because of the left-handed controls.
Sure. Okay.
So like I literally haven't heard my bike riding off into the distance like, for a while. So
I suppose it's a comforting thing, eh? You don't want to hear it riding
yeah,
off into the
exactly. Yeah.
distance.
Especially when it's been started once.
Sure, yeah.
But no, I mean, yeah, I think you did really well. Like you didn't stall, like you didn't, seem to struggle much at all.
Well, big thanks to Nick. Check out his stuff. We're going to put a link to that either in one of the corners. I'm still new to this. And in the description as well. So check out his stuff. Check out our videos. And yeah, leave a like, leave a thumbs up. And yeah, please consider subscribing to the channel. Yeah. Thanks, guys. Cheers.
Cool.